Hey guys, it's Bobby Legs, and welcome to another episode of Bobby Legs Loves Watches. And today I will be reviewing the Steinhart Ocean One Vintage Military. I'd like to thank my buddy Noor for lending this watch in. It's because of Noor and other subscribers who lend watches in for me to review. It allows me to provide continuous content and hopefully good quality content to you all. But before we continue with the review, please remember to like and subscribe and click that bell icon to get updates when I upload new videos. I love making these videos, and I hope you like them too. So let's get on with the review. I would like to point out that Steinhart is known for replicating some of the great icons in watch history. So this one is very reminiscent, or it's an homage. I was kind of trying to avoid using that term, but it is what it is. It's an homage to the Rolex 5517. It's a good-looking watch. Let's jump right into the specs. It's a 42 millimeter case diameter, 49 millimeter lug to lug, 13 millimeter case thickness, 22 millimeter lug width. You have a domed sapphire crystal with double anti-reflective coating on the interior. The case is stainless steel, of course, and yet satin brushed on top and polished on the sides. It does normally come in a bracelet, I believe, but Noor has decided to pair it up with this green NATO, which I'm a big fan of. I had a watch that was also an homage watch to that Rolex 5517, the Squale Militaire, and I put it on Army Green NATO as well. So it's just a great combination. Screw down case back, and you have the seahorse there, and maybe that's Neptune with a trident. I'm not sure. It looks like maybe a Spartan. But anyway, you get the idea. Now, this watch has 300 meters of water resistance. Let's put this back on the NATO here because I will be giving a wrist shot shortly. So like I said, 300 meters water resistance. Now it's powered by, well, look, they tell you it's either going to be powered by the ETA 2824 or the Sellita 200 Swiss automatic movement, because a lot of these brands who are not part of this Swatch umbrella uh, do not have access to ETAs as easily as they used to. So whatever they have in stock, um, they're going through and then they're replacing it with Solitas. Now, I didn't see it in the box that Nor provided, but when I bought that Steinhart Marine um, regulator, it comes with an ETA 6498, and it was advertised as so, not any other option. But a card was provided, and it had a list of movements, and it checked it off. So on that list of movements, even though it wasn't an automatic watch, it did have the ETA 2824, the Sellita 200, and a couple other versions of the ETAs and Sellitas, and then it had the Sellita, I mean the ETA 6498 on it. So they do tell you, I believe, because that looked like a generic card. They do tell you when you get it which movement you have. I believe. I believe. I'm not sure if anybody else has had that experience when they bought a Steinhart recently, where it was advertised as having either the ETA or the Sellita, and they got a card in their watch box with their warranty that told them which actual movement it was. Please put a comment below because I believe that's kind of standard. And if they do that, I mean, that's great. I mean, look, I mean, it's hard now to be in the position that these watch companies are, where they are, they can't guarantee which movement they're going to be putting in there. I get it. At least they're transparent and telling you that it's either or, and then at the end telling you which one it is. I guess it's not perfect, but I think that's the best they can do. Anyway, I digress. So the dial is matte black, and you have the printed hour markers that are filled with old radium looking superluminova, and that similar superluminova luminous is applied on the minute, hour, and seconds hands. The bezel is stainless steel with a black aluminum inlay, and the knurl on it is pretty aggressive, so you do have a really good grip on that. Let's zoom in. It's 120 click bezel, by the way. Let's zoom in and look at that old radium luminescence, and I'll give you guys a lume shot here. But it's just it's a creamy off-white, and I guess it's supposed to invoke some sort of vintage feel. And it looks good. I mean, no complaints here. I mean, I do like this look. I know it's not the Rolex 5517, but you know, how many of us can ever get the opportunity to own that watch, whether it be funds or just availability? Like, I don't know how readily available you can get one of those. So you know, the homages, there's a place in this watch world for homages, and there's most times I really, it depends on my mood, but most times I don't have a problem with them, as long as they're honest, and as long as they build a good quality product. This is a good quality product. I mean, the parts, at least parts wise, I mean, they're giving you a Swiss ETA movement or a Solita movement. It's 300 meters water resistance. You got a screw down crown here, hand winding and hacking, and it winds really, really well, and it's just a solid watch. No complaints here. And for the price, and I'll put the price here. You know, it's a good amount of watch. So I don't have problem necessarily per se with companies like Steinhart or Squale, who I feel do homage watches right. I do have a problem with companies who do homage watches and they're not great and they charge a lot of money, and yeah. So that's me on my high horse, which I did not expect to do, so I apologize. I'm going to put this on wrist, and I'll throw in some outdoor shots here for you guys as well. But it fits really well. The dimensions are great. 42 millimeter case diameter, 49 millimeter lug to lug, 13 millimeter case thickness. Now it's going to sit a little bit higher because it is on the NATO, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, it sits a lot higher. But for me, that's not a problem. I don't really have an issue with too thick of a watches. It doesn't, that seems not to bother me. I know it bothers some, but maybe, you know, I don't dress up a lot, so I don't have to worry about it going under a cuff. The lugs here, they don't point down aggressively. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find a good way to do these kind of shots in the future, but I have a hard time figuring that out right now. But the watch just sits fine. Like I said, the lugs don't curl down aggressively, but that's okay because the 49 millimeter lug to lug works on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. No problem at all. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about the Steinhart Ocean One Vintage Military. I love connecting with you guys. So hit me up with some comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.